Thank you for logging on to the Voice Sports Network for this broadcast of high school sports. We encourage you to go to the games and support your area teams. We know you have a choice, and thank you for choosing us. This broadcast wouldn't be possible without the support of the sponsors you hear throughout the game. We encourage you to visit their businesses and use their service as often as possible. Be sure to tell them thanks for their support. Now, sit back and enjoy the game, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Norwell Knights girls basketball. It's the season opener here at the Castle this evening. This is Greg Van Meter along with Dylan Higginbottom on camera tonight, and we appreciate you joining us for this opening night contest between your Lady Knights and the Lady Saints from Bishop Dwenger. Well, Coach Eric Thornton, in his 19th year here at Norwell, has high hopes for this group. He's also got 6 seniors. They come into the season ranked number 8 in the IHSC GCA poll and also received top 20 votes. We mentioned those 6 seniors, and looking forward to seeing them all on the floor and healthy to start this season. We'll call them by name here: Stephanie Conrad, Mackenzie Sawyer, Casey Strunk, Quinn Shelton, Lindy Dial, and Madison Dunnick. Maddie Dunnick, who is in the starting lineup tonight. We'll get to those in just a little bit. But the Norwell Lady Knights had a very strong scrimmage on, I believe, Tuesday night against perennial favorites Snyder Panthers, and really took it to them, turned them over 34 times, I know, in that scrimmage. And, of course, they don't keep score very closely in those things. But Norwell will play them later on in the season, as they play one of the most competitive schedules in the state of Indiana. Just to kind of preview that for you a little bit, they'll take on number 1 Homestead, which is a non-conference game this year with the new NE8. But they will continue to play Homestead and Carroll, who always has a good squad. They'll also play perennial favorites Warsaw, and we mentioned Snyder. All 4A schools. 3A powerhouses include Bishop Dwenger, Canterbury, number 9 rated Northwood, Concordia Lutheran, who should be very good this year, as well as Bishop Lures. In conference, Columbia City is actually ranked number 10, just 2 spots behind Norwell. East Noble should be strong again this year. So Coach Thornton has really loaded up his schedule, as he has done for the majority of his time here at Norwell, now in his 19th year. Eric begins this season with a win-loss record of 269 wins and 144 losses coming into the night. The Lady Knights reached regionals last year, where they were beaten by a very good Tippecanoe Valley team. The year before that, 2014, the Lady Knights finished 21-5 and made it all the way to semi-state, where they eventually fell to Western, who went on to win, I believe, the 2014 state championship on the girls' side of things. And I'll tell you what, if you want to see some good basketball this year, get out to the Castle or any of the road games that the Lady Knights are on. I'm really excited to see this group play. We mentioned the 6 seniors, others on the roster, some very good juniors, and Kaylee Roller, Courtney Beer, and Alexa Mallory. And I think there's a couple more girls dressed yet tonight as well. Yeah, I see number 44. I think that might be let's see. I think that might be Logan Rolls. She's just a sophomore. Yeah, it is. So Logan is dressed tonight. Also, Caitlin Weichel, another sophomore, dressed tonight as well. So that'll round out the roster for you this evening. Of those returners, Stephanie Conrad brings back the most points. She averaged 11.6 last year, followed by Mackenzie Sawyer at 11.3. Casey Strunk averaged 10.6. A lot of balance on that squad, and I would expect the same thing this year. Conrad was also the top returning rebounder with an average of 7.7 rebounds per contest last year. Casey Strunk was the leading assist getter at 3.9 per game, also averaged 1.8 steals per game. And I think that's something you're going to see a lot of out of this group. They're going to defend. They're going to get after the ball. They're not afraid to be physical. And I think they'll put a lot of pressure on a lot of teams. I really like the way Coach Thornton put it in the Bluffton newspaper this week in an article by Paul Beitler. He said, we want to be that team that other teams don't want to see or dread going into play. And I really think that's the kind of team that this can be. Against the better teams, it's all going to come down to shooting. When they play the Northwoods and the Columbia Cities of the world, Bishop Luers, Concordia Lutheran, teams like that, they're physical and quick as well and athletic. It's going to come down to how do they shoot. And two of the prime outside shooters for this team are going to be Mackenzie Sawyer and Kaylee Roller. Now, Kaylee was injured for much of last year, but Sawyer led the Lady Knights in three-point shooting. She made 58 of 174. That's a 33.3% success rate. And she is not afraid to pull the trigger. Every once in a while, if she misses a few in a row, she'll be a little hesitant. But hopefully as a senior here this year, she'll get away from that. I mean, shooters got to shoot. You're not going to make every shot, but if it's a good one, you got to take it. And I think Kaylee and Mackenzie will both step into that. And I really think a key player on this squad is going to be Quinn Shelton. The 5'9 senior has not been able to play a whole lot during her high school career. She's had a couple of knee surgeries, one on each knee. Tore her ACLs in both knees. But she's healthy. She doesn't have any kind of knee brace on, I don't believe. And had a very strong showing against Snyder the other night. I think she could be a key in that she's very athletic, pretty good height at 5'9", and a very good-looking shot as she bounces across the lane and buries a 15-footer there in practice. So we're looking forward to this squad of Lady Knights for the 2015-16 season, my sixth season calling basketball here on The Voice, and we appreciate everybody joining us here this evening. We'll take a break, hear from a couple sponsors, and be back with the start of this one here at the Castle this evening.
Great. I've got to walk by dresses, then hosiery, then women's fine clothing. Where are the men's clothes?
Men, does this sound familiar? Avoid the women's department altogether by going to Masterson's Incorporated Store for Men. You heard right, a store for men. At Masterson's in Bluffton, you'll find famous make clothing like Palm Beach, Calvin Klein, Lauren, Van Heusen, and shoes by Johnson Murphy, Florsheim, and Dockers. Masterson's also has tuxedo rental and is the Boy Scout and Cub Scout distributor for the area.
Wow, look at this. A store just for men.
Masterson's Store for Men, 127 West Market Street.
Troxel Equipment offers a full line of John Deere equipment. Troxel Equipment features a large inventory of all makes and models of pre-owned equipment that has been well maintained and ready for service. Most of Troxel's pre-owned equipment was traded in from owner-operators. Be sure to ask about our certified pre-owned units. Troxel Equipment has the ability to customize your financing, lease, or installment contracts to meet your cash flow needs. Visit any of our 3 locations in Bluffton, Huntington, or Wabash, or check out our website for our inventory of new and pre-owned equipment. Troxel Equipment, the dealership you can trust.
Welcome back to the Castle. We're just about set here for our sportsmanship announcement and the Star Spangled Banner. Jamie Feldheiser back this year as the PA announcer for both men's, boys and girls basketball here at the Castle. And talking to Jamie before the game, wishing him good luck as he's taking the plunge next July 23rd and tying the knot with a beautiful young lady. The Lady Knights in their home whites with navy trim, gold numbers. The Lady Saints in their road dark navy with gold numbers and white trim. Decent crowd here this evening, especially on the Norwell side of things across from us. We're in the southwest corner of the gym. Of course, Norwell's home side behind the benches and score table. I always kind of feel sorry for Jamie. That's one of the longest sportsmanship announcements in Indiana high school sports. And we'll let you join us now for our national anthem. Now, ladies and gentlemen, for your starting lineups, brought to you by PA announcer Jamie Feldheiser.
Now let's meet your 2015-2016 Norwell Lady Knights. The non-starters, number 10, Rhea Wilson. Number 20, Haley Ruller. Number 22, Courtney Beer. Number 30, Alexa Mallory. Number 40, Lily Kyle. Number 42, Caitlin Michael. And number 44, Lily Browns. Here are the starters for your Lady Knights. Head of God, the 5'3" exceeding number 34, Casey Strong. Out of that guard, a 5'4" senior, number 12, Mackenzie Sawyer. At the end of the guard, a 5'4" senior, number 14, Madison Dunn. Out of forward, a 5'9" senior, number 32, Quinn Shelton. And at the end of forward, a 5'9" senior, number 24, Stephanie Conrad. head coach for the Norwell Knights in his 19th season is Eric Fortman.
Once again, those starters for Bishop Dwenger, it's Smith, Kolkman, Andrews, Mowry, and Ross for head coach Cleveland Inge in his third season at Fort Wayne. Bishop Dwenger with a record of 13-28. For your Lady Knights, it's Mackenzie Sawyer, number 12, Madison Dunnick, number 14, Stephanie Conrad, number 24, Quinn Shelton, number 32, and Casey Strunk, number 34. For head coach Eric Thornton, 269 and 144 in his 19th year here at Norwell. We're just about set for the tip-off between Josie Kolkman, number 20 for the Saints, and Stephanie Conrad. The Lady Knights will be going away from the camera to start this one. Look at the top of the screen. You should be able to see the scoreboard as the tip is controlled by Bishop Dwenger. That's Andrews, leaves it for Smith up top. Smith works right side, gets all the way to the rim, throws up kind of a wild shot. Good defense there by Conrad. Another miss, and a foul is going to be called right away on Stephanie Conrad. That's her first. As Dwenger inbounding under their own basket. Oh, good steal there by Strunk. She heads the other way. Right up the middle. Good pass. And off the leg of a Dwenger defender. I believe that was Natalie Mowry that got her hand on that ball. One team foul on the Knights. That was the first of the game on Conrad. Strunk inbounding. That's Sawyer in the corner. McKenzie working on Smith. Now Strunk up top. Bishop Dwenger in a man-to-man defense to start things. There's Sawyer for three. That's short. Rebound controlled by Kolkman. No, that's not Kolkman. Excuse me, that's Ross. That's Kolkman, and it goes off her hands out of bounds. And Lady Knights will get it back. That's the first turnover of the ball game. Stats might be a little thin tonight as it's just me and Dylan on the call. Knights breaking a little pressure there early on, and there's a steal by Kolkman. The other way, Smith into the lane, and there's a steal by Sawyer. She heads the other way. She'll lay it up and in, and that's the first 2 points of the ball game. As the Lady Knights take an early 2-0 lead, 6:42 left here in the first, and that's going to be a foul on Stephanie Conrad. That'll be her second. So I'm guessing she'll take an early seat here. Alexa Mallory will enter. Alexa had a very good season last year on the JV as she replaces Conrad, picking up those first couple fouls. That's going to be another turnover on Bishop Dwenger as Taya Andrews stepped on the sideline. So Dwenger already with 3 turnovers. We talked about Norwell's ferocious defense, and so far that is playing out. Sawyer against Smith, spinning into the lane. That's Strunk. Oh, great pass underneath to Mallory. Mallory with the left-handed shot rejected. Good pass by Strunk. Good block by Kolkman. Kolkman on the other end misses. Tries to put it up again, and it's going to stay Bishop Dwenger's ball. Yeah, we won't charge her with the missed shot there. Kolkman, very tall, listed at 6'2", and there's another miss. Good defense there by the Lady Knights. Quinn Shelton coming out of there with it. Strunk tried to get it underneath to Mallory. It was stolen, but turned over right away by number 24, Mallory. We've got Mallory and Mowry out there. As Strunk receives the inbounds pass, Sawyer thought about the three, thought better of it. 5:57 to go here in the first. As Mallory not able to hang on to that pass from Sawyer. And that's Lady Knight's third turnover. So you kind of expect that on opening nights. 7 turnovers already in this one, and we're just in the first quarter. There's a jump ball, and it'll be Norwell's ball as Strunk able to tie up Taya Andrews down there. Andrews, a very solid ball player, very athletic. She's a senior for the Saints, and the officials gave the ball to the wrong team. They had the arrow right, they just didn't get the color right. Both teams' school colors are navy and gold, but pretty easy to tell them apart with their home and road uniforms on. Strunk. That's Maddie Dunnick in there. She thought about the three, didn't take it. Sawyer does and banks it home. And it's a 5-point Norwell lead. Saved by Dwenger, turned over though. And coming out of there with it, Sawyer. The pass was just too long from Smith there. And a foul's going to be called as... No, wait a minute. Well, they call that on Casey Strunk. That'll be her first, team's third. Casey called for an illegal pick there. Inbound pass successful to Ross, and Ross is going to take it all the way up, get stripped from behind. It'll remain Dwenger's ball as Maddie Dunnick knocked it out of bounds. Dunnick, another senior. The Knights actually starting 5 of them. There's a long shot by Taya Andrews, and that three is good. That makes it a 5-3 ball game, Norwell. 4:57 to go here in the first quarter. Dwenger with some pressure, and that's going to result in a foul as Casey Strunk split the defense. It'll be called on Natalie Mowry. That's her first. Mowry, a 5'9 junior. Dwenger with good size. Their program has really improved over the last 3 years under Cleveland Inge. Strunk into the front court. Gets it back from Dunnick. Looks for the back cut. She had Sawyer there for a second as Sawyer gets to the rim and draws the foul. The Dwenger faithful wanted a block called there, but she got too much of the body. It'll be called on Josie Kolkman, her first, team second. And actually that was Maddie Dunnick. Hard to tell Maddie and Casey apart. They've both got 4s on, and they've got those gold numbers. So it's not too easy to really tell their numbers. They both got headbands on as Dunnick couldn't get either free throw to fall. It remains 5-3 Norwell at the 4.5-minute mark now here in the first quarter. Smith, excuse me, that was not Smith. That was Andrews trying to drive. She turned it over. Quickly the other way. It's batted away from Dunnick. It'll remain Norwell's ball. That's 6 turnovers already for Bishop Dwenger. Their first substitution into the game. That's number 32, Olivia Sturba. And she'll replace Kolkman. Sturba is a 5'8" sophomore. And Alexa Mallory able to chase down that pass, kind of got away from her there. Strunk into the lane, great pass underneath to Mallory. She scores. Assist Casey Strunk. What a pass on the run. That's why she led this team last year in assists. The foul's called on Ellen Ross, her first, team's third. And Mallory, the left-hander, will try to make it a 3-point play. And she misses. I'll tell you what, I don't know that she missed 1 or 2 free throws last year. as a foul on the rebound is going to be called. Ross was able to secure it. It'll go on Quinn Shelton. That's her first, team's fourth. In for Bishop Dwenger is number 4, Madison Ream. Ross takes a seat. So Dwenger's lineup now significantly smaller than what it was before these substitutions. Smith, against Norwell's pressure, steps on the sideline. That'll be the Lady Saints' 7th turnover here in the first quarter. Still half of it to go. As Madison Ream tries to take the ball out for Bishop Dwenger. Madison is a senior, listed at 5'6". Wild pass and let's see, it's going to remain Norwell's ball, as apparently Sturber was touching the ball and the sideline there, so no turnover on the play. Sawyer finds Dunnick. Dunnick into the lane, and she's going to be fouled. No, they're going to call an offensive foul on Maddie Dunnick. Didn't seem to be a whole lot of position established there by the Dwenger defender. But that'll be Norwell's 5th foul already, halfway through the first quarter. That pass, boy, oh boy, are they calling it close here. That's going to be on Mackenzie Sawyer, I believe. Yep, that'll be her first. So every starter now for the Knights with at least 1 foul. Stephanie Conrad on the bench with 2. Mowry takes a seat for Dwenger. She's replaced by Ross, who's back in there. Smith will bring it up for the Lady Saints, being closely guarded by Casey Strunk. That's in the corner to Ream. There's 2 Reams. Madison, oh, nice steal there by Quinn Shelton. She'll head the other way with the left hand. Oh, good stop and go move. She gets, oh boy, nice lay-in. They're going to call the foul on the floor, though. That'll only be the 4th one on the Saints. Smith goes against Jada Smith, or the call goes against Jada Smith. Another substitution for the Saints. Mowry back in. Mowry, number 24. As also in the Norwell lineup, and I missed her coming in, Courtney Beer in there, the junior, as Sawyer not able to knock down that 3. The jumper by Mowry no good, but Smith able to track it down. She'll put it up and score. That makes it 7-5 Norwell. 3:09 to go. Norwell getting opportunities, just not able to knock down shots yet, and that's going to be another foul on Jada Smith. That'll be her 2nd, team's 5th. A lot of fouls being called early on here. I know in the college women's game, they've really tightened up the fouls. That's Mallory underneath, and she'll be fouled. Good feed there from Courtney Beer. We'll see who this one goes against. It could go against a couple of different people. It'll go on Olivia Sturba, her first, team 6. So each team now with 16 fouls, as Mallory can't get the free throw to drop. Well, I'll tell you, last year she was almost automatic from the free throw line. She came in early for Stephanie Conrad. And Alexa's 2nd one is good. It makes it 8-5 Norwell. Mallory's going to be replaced by Lindy Dial, number 40. Lindy, another one of those 6 seniors. As Mallory takes a seat. Bringing it across the line is Ross. Ross finds Sturba. Sturba partially blocked. And coming away with it is Shelton. She'll bring it across the line herself, leave it for Sawyer. 2:44 left here in the first quarter. Sawyer working on Smith, gets inside to Dial, I believe. Boy, I tell you, it's hard to read those gold numbers on a white background. It is the second foul on Olivia Sturba. Dial will go to the line, and we've got a timeout. Bishop Dwenger, it's a full timeout. We'll take it along with them and be right back after these words from our sponsors.
Stuck in a state of falling behind, struggling to keep up with your kids, your finances, your insurance, your life? Then let me, Kevin Beatty in Bluffton, help you simplify and get to a better state. Because with me handling your auto, home, and life insurance, you'll have more time to handle everything else. More money too, because adding State Farm policies can earn discounts that could add up to 40% and actually help you get ahead. Call me, Kevin Beatty in Bluffton, today and get to a better state with State Farm. 824-1928.
Yeah, welcome back to the Castle. 2:37 left here in the first quarter. Your Lady Knights leading 8-5. Taking on the Bishop Dwenger Lady Saints. Lindy Dial will shoot two. She just came into the game maybe a minute ago of game time. And her first free throw, high, arcing, falls in. Nice touch there by Lindy. Norwell's shooting percentage actually pretty good from the field. They haven't really taken that many shots. They've been fouled on a number of their shots. As Dial's second one bounces around and in. As she used every part of that rim. It's a 10-5 Norwell lead. Into the lane, that was Smith, missed a shot, rebound by 25, and Andrews ends up getting it in. Ross and Smith with the misses. Really kind of surprised Dwenger's pressing this Norwell team. Norwell's had no trouble breaking the press. Norwell up by 3 as we tick towards the 2-minute mark. That's Sawyer up top. Shelton, who's not tried a shot yet. Now she will. That's a 3-ball, and it's good. Nothing but net from Quinn Shelton. And she really has a good-looking shot. As she got it up pretty quick as well. Into the lane for Dwenger. That was Ross with the miss. And quickly the other way, Dial. Into the corner, Sawyer with the quick 3. No good, but Shelton right there as she was there to clean it up for Mackenzie Sawyer. It's an 8-point Norwell lead. Into the lane is Kolkman, who's back in there for the Lady Saints. Ball's on the floor. It's going to be tied up, and it'll be Dwenger's ball as Mackenzie Sawyer dove on it on the baseline. Maddie Dunnick will come back in for Coach Thornton. Quinn Shelton will take a seat after scoring a quick 5 points. Shelton 2 for 2 from the field as Caitlin Ryan now on the floor for the Saints along with Claudia Ream. We mentioned there were 2 Reams, Madison and Claudia, so Claudia out there now. That's Andrews with an air ball from the left side. It's off of Courtney Beer, and it'll remain Norwell's ball. Inbounding is Ross. Nice pass underneath to Andrews, and she gets it to go. That's Andrews' 7th point of the ball game. It's a 15-9 Norwell lead, and that's going to be a traveling call, I believe, on Lindy Dial, the Knights' 4th turnover. Dwenger with 8 turnovers already, according to my book. And, of course, my stats are not official in any way. There's another steal by the Lady Knights. Strunk looks off the pass and drops it in. Nice move by Casey. Norwell's lead back up to 8 with 41 seconds left, and another turnover as Taya Andrews carried the basketball. The Knights will get it back at midcourt with 40.5 on the clock. They lead by 8 here. Sawyer will take it out. She's on the floor with Strunk, Beer, Dial, and Dunnick. Stephanie Conrad sat down very early in this one with 2 fouls. And she did have some games like that last year where, nice spin into the lane by Sawyer. Misses the jumper. And a foul's going to be called on the rebound. That does put Dwenger in the bonus. They'll shoot 1 and 1. The foul was called on Lindy Dial. That's her first. 7th on the team. Dwenger also has 7 fouls here. So both teams will play the entire second quarter shooting free throws. At the line, that's Natalie Mowry. And her first one hit nothing but net. Mowry will try to make it a 6-point game here. And she does. 17-11, Norwell with 21 seconds left in this first quarter. Strunk with a nice stop-and-go move. Looks for help, finds Dial. Dial, that's Beer from 3, no good. Rebound controlled by Dial. Into the lane, nice kick out again. Sawyer short. So both Sawyer and Beer with 3-point misses there. There's a long 3 at the buzzer by Andrews. It'll fall short, and that'll end the first quarter. Norwell with the 6-point lead. We'll take a break, hear from Daniels Jewelers, and be right back.
He shoots, he scores, it's out of here. He could go all the way.
That's the reaction you'll get when you get her a gift of fine jewelry from Daniels Jewelers in Bluffton.
Hi, this is Dan and Jane from Daniels Jewelers, and we want you to score big. We have beautiful diamond pendants, rings, and earrings, including diamonds in motion. These pieces powered by her heartbeat are awesome.
Check out our fun jewelry. Stainless steel jewelry by SteelX, Jewel Pops by Chameleon, Angelica bracelets made from recycled metals, and our newest, convertibles by Lestage.
We offer ring sizing done on premise, and the first sizing is free when you purchase your ring from Daniels.
Okay, guys, best of all, free gift wrapping.
Win big. See you at Daniels Jewelers in Bluffton on State Road 1, north of Lowe's. Open Monday through Friday, 9:30 to 6, and Saturday, 9:30 to 4.
Yeah, welcome back to the Castle. Norwell leading 17-11. And it appears as though I missed a basket for the Lady Knights in the first half. Sure did. Might have been Casey Strunk actually on that basket, I believe. So both Sawyer and Shelton with 5 in the first quarter to lead the way for the Knights as we start this second quarter. Dwenger with the basketball. Nice find underneath. And missing the shot was Ryan. Norwell with the rebound. They'll head the other way. Boy, she had a wide open point-blank shot there. Shelton back in there. In the corner, Sawyer for 3, no good. And the rebound controlled by Conrad, who's out there with 2 fouls. Strunk leaves it for Sawyer again. That one's off again. And Dwenger will head the other way. Oh, great defense there by Mackenzie Sawyer. It'll be Norwell's ball as she chased down Natalie Mowry and tied her up on the baseline. In there for Dwenger is Ellen Ross. She's out there with Mowry, Smith, Claudia Ream, and Josie Kochman for Norwell. It's Strunk, Sawyer, Shelton, Conrad, and Dunnick, the starters, back out there for the Lady Knights. And McKenzie not hitting her shots tonight, or Norwell could have a much bigger lead than what they currently do. As they move it around the perimeter, that's blocked. Dunnick's 3 attempt ends up out of bounds. Good closeout there by Josie Coltman, the 6'2 center. Dunnick will take a seat, and Courtney Beer will enter. Actually, Courtney Beer's in for Mackenzie Sawyer, so Dunnick's still out there for the Lady Knights. Knights a little sluggish to start this one. They're just not hitting their shots right now. Reen gets it out to Andrews. Andrews, probably the most athletic of these Bishop Dwenger Saints. That pass batted away and stolen by Beer. She'll head the other way. Almost throw it away, but Courtney Strunk comes out of there. Casey Strunk, excuse me. And Quinn Shelton's going to be called for a traveling. Good call, as she just got both feet moving before she put the ball on the floor. And Coach Thornton wants a quick 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here and tell you that you can get the new Rustler utility vehicle at New Holland Tri-County, which combines rugged construction and gritty performance with comfort. Numerous options to choose from. Visit New Holland Tri-County on Highway 1 South in Bluffton for the Rustler utility vehicle. Also, Pizza Hut is changing the way you think about pizza with their Flavor of Now menu. You can customize your pizza and take it where pizza has never gone before, with over 2 billion combinations. 2 billion combinations of new ingredients. Order online now at pizzahut.com or download the mobile app. Mobile app for everything now. Mobile banking, mobile pizza. You can even tweet an order for pizza, from what I understand. That's Smith with the ball into the lane. Nice pass underneath. And assist Smith. Basket Ross, her first 2 of the game. Makes it 17-13 now. Underneath, that was Conrad. She couldn't get it to go. Colkman with the rebound up ahead, and a miss by Ross. So a lot of action and no production there. Casey Strunk will reset the Norwell offense as they tick under 6 minutes here in the half. That's Beer. Got that little triangle going. Shelton thought about it. Gets it back to Strunk. Strunk turns the corner. Can't get the shot to go. And Dwenger will head the other way, but Casey comes right back and strips the ball. Boy, she is a steal machine. Led the team last year with almost 2 a game. She's already got a couple tonight. Shelton had the 3, didn't take it. That's Beer. She misses. Shelton with the rebound. And they'll reset. Oh, no, that was Strunk with the 3, excuse me. Beer's at the point. Underneath, and nice move by Stephanie Conrad. She'll get on the board and go to the line for a possible 3-point play. Foul called on Ellen Ross. That's her second, team's 8th. Madison Reen and Olivia Sturba in for the Saints. Norwell also had a substitution there. Not sure who it was. As Conrad with the high bouncing free throw gets the 3-point play. That makes it 20-13 Norwell with 5 minutes to go. Oh, nice move by Smith to get across the timeline. However, the ball's batted away. They do retain possession. That's Andrews spinning into the lane. The jumper, no good. Rebound off a Norwell foot. I think that was actually Maddie Dunnick that touched that ball last. It was Andrews' first shot here in the second quarter. As the inbounds pass batted away, chased down by Shelton. They'll head the other way. That's Beer with the basketball into the lane. Blocked. But the rebound controlled by Strunk. She's going to be fouled. Dwenger with some length Foul was called on Jada Smith. That's actually her third. And doggone it, that was not Strunk. That was Maddie Dunnick. I apologize for that, but boy, they look so much alike out there to these old eyes. As Maddie buries her first free throw. Claudia Ream back in there for Bishop Dwenger along with Natalie Mowry. As Dunnick's second free throw goes splash. It's a 9-point Norwell lead now with 4.5 minutes left in the half. Wide open is Beer from three, no good. Rebound controlled by Sturba. They'll head the other way. Ream loses it, and Norwell gets it back. Courtney Beer handling it across the timeline. Sawyer thought about the three. In the corner, that's the three. Maddie Dunnick with the three. She's heated up here in the second quarter. And the other way, quickly, Taya Andrews gets it back to 10. First double-digit lead of the evening for Norwell. Sawyer, long three ball now, and that's no good. But Dunnick gets the rebound. Beer chases down her pass. That was actually intended for Shelton, or Conrad, I believe. They'll reset. Beer on the wing. They keep getting that pass inside to Conrad. And if Dwenger's going to have any success against the Knights, they've got to seal that passing lane. Foul's called on Josie Copeland, her second, so the foul's really piling up in this one. Conrad will go to the line to shoot a pair. While she does, we'll let you know that if you're looking for a local bank you can really depend on, come to First Bank of Bern. They provide service that other banks only dream about with 8 convenient locations near you. Conrad couldn't get it to go. She'll try to make it an 11-point lead on her next one. Shelton takes a seat. As back in there is Logan Rolls for Norwell. Several substitutions for Dwenger. Looks like Caitlin Ryan's back in there. Claudia Ream, also Ellen Ross back in. As Conrad's second free throw is good. Norwell now 26-15 with 3:18 left in the half. Underneath is Sturba. Sturba's shot is blocked as it'll be a foul on Bishop Dwenger. Looks like it's going to go against Ellen Ross. That's her third. So Dwenger really falling into some foul trouble here. 2 players with 3 fouls before halftime, and they've got another 2 players in Kolkman and Sturba with 2 fouls apiece. Norwell now in the double bonus as Casey Strunk goes to the line. Her first one's good. Mowry's going to re-enter for Dwenger. She replaces Claudia Ream. As Coach Inge taking a chance with leaving a couple players on the floor with 2 and 3 fouls apiece. Dwenger doing a pretty good job of breaking the press until they run into Casey Strunk, who creates her 15th turnover of the game for the Saints. Oh, wide open in the corner, Sawyer. But she's not going to take that shot. She's missed her last 6 3-point attempts. So she's kind of shut it down, and she'll do that. Yeah, they're letting her have a good look if they want. She'll put this one up. That's way off to the right. And Josie Kolkman's back in there for Dwenger. Also for Norwell, that's Lindy Dial and Alexa Mowry also back in there for the Lady Knights. Well, we've got a little conference here between one of the officials and Coach Inge. Norwell leading by 13 here in the second quarter. 2:38 on the clock. And it looked like an equipment issue with number 24, Natalie Mowry. Not sure what that was all about. She still has she's got a thin headband in. I think she had a thicker headband in, and I don't know if it had come loose or what the situation was. Smith will bring it up for the Saints into the front court. Batted away by Strunk. Another steal. She heads the other way. Nice find. Dunnett couldn't get it to go. It was a little deep as Andrews are going to call a foul on Mackenzie Sawyer. Kind of a tough call on Kinsey because Andrews cleared some space with her left arm, and it appeared as though Mackenzie got all ball with her left hand. Andrews will go to the line to shoot a pair. She's got 9 points already. Her first is good. Substitute for Norwell. Quinn Shelton back in there, replacing Sawyer. Andrews will try to make it an 11-point game. And she does. Good-looking shot there from Taya Andrews. Andrews, a senior, listed at 5'9". She's pretty athletic as well at 5'9". She has been the main scoring threat here for the Saints this evening. 11 points already. Here's the backdoor pass to Shelton. She kicks it back out, gets it back, wide open from three. Good. Quinn Shelton with her second three of the night. 8 points for Quinn. And that widens out Norwell's lead to 14 now with 1:42 left in the half. Andrews. That's Mowry. Mowry's pass intercepted. 17 turnovers on the Bishop Dwenger Saints here in the first half. Still time for more. Boy, that is a lot of turnovers. Norwell, I've got them for 5. Dunnick, that's Strunk as she drives. Tried to get it to Mowry. Mowry couldn't handle the pass. Up ahead to Andrews. Andrews lays it in. Nice body control by Andrews. Her 6th point of the quarter. Makes it a 12-point game. Coach Thornton out on the floor yelling some instructions to Casey Strunk. That's Dunnick with the ball. Strunk keeps her dribble alive and travels. Yep. I think she was trying to get it into the lane, top of the lane there to Alexa Mowry. But Dwenger did a good job of sealing off the passing lane. That'll be 7 turnovers now on the Knights here in the first half. As we apparently have a shoe problem with Natalie Mowry now as well. She's straightened up, and Smith will bring it up for the Saints. 45 seconds left as that pass almost picked off. And that's batted away by Shelton. It'll be Norwell's ball. It actually touched Caitlin Ryan on its way to the sideline. 18 turnovers on the Bishop Dwenger Saints here in the first half. A couple of quick subs here for the Knights. Conrad and Beer back in. Mowry and Dial take a seat. 39 seconds left. Don't want Stephanie to pick up her 3rd foul. But with Norwell on the offensive end, that should help things. Good entry pass to Conrad. They break the press pretty easily underneath. That's Conrad, and that's going to be a foul. A holding foul on Josie Kolkman. That'll be her 3rd. And it'll send Stephanie Conrad to the line again. 24.5 seconds left on the clock. Norwell leading by 12. Conrad, nothing but net on that first one. That is Heather Nellum. Heather Nellum her first time on the floor. She's a 5'7" junior. So Coach Ingenau has gotten all of his players in as well. Coach Thornton had as well, as Conrad not able to knock down the second one. It's a 13-point Norwell lead. Smith being tracked up top, almost stolen away by Beer. Wide open for three is Natalie Mowry, her 5th point. And Norwell, that's Conrad inside, can't get it to go. Boy, she almost picked up her 3rd foul, but no call. As the buzzer sounds to end the first half, it's the Lady Knights 32, Bishop Dwenger 22. We'll take a break here from a few sponsors and be back with your halftime show after these words.
He shoots, he scores, it's out of here. He could go all the way.
That's the reaction you'll get when you get her a gift of fine jewelry from Daniel's Jewelers in Bluffton.
Hi, this is Dan and Jane from Daniel's Jewelers, and we want you to score big. We have beautiful diamond pendants, rings, and earrings, including diamonds in motion. These pieces, powered by her heartbeat, are awesome.
Check out our fun jewelry. Stainless steel jewelry by SteelX, Jewel Pops by Chameleon, Angelica bracelets made from recycled metals, and our newest, convertibles by Lestage.
We offer ring sizing done on premise, and the first sizing is free when you purchase your ring from Daniel's.
Okay, guys, best of all, free gift wrapping.
Win big. See you at Daniel's Jewelers in Bluffton on State Road 1, north of Lowe's. Open Monday through Friday, 9:30 to 6, and Saturday, 9:30 to 4.
At First Bank of Bern, our personal commitment to the communities we serve is our main goal. It's a time-honored commitment that keeps the financial needs and concerns of our customers our #1 priority. We're owned and staffed by your friends and neighbors. We count it a privilege to be an active part of the communities we call home. Strength, security, tradition, and a century-plus commitment to the generations of the customers and businesses we've so proudly served. First Bank of Bern. Depend on us. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Stuck in a state of falling behind, struggling to keep up with your kids, your finances, your insurance, your life? Then let me, Kevin Beatty in Bluffton, help you simplify and get to a better state. Because with me handling your auto, home, and life insurance, you'll have more time to handle everything else. More money too, because adding State Farm policies can earn discounts that could add up to 40% and actually help you get ahead. Call me, Kevin Beatty in Bluffton, today and get to a better state with State Farm. 824-1928.
Bluffton Plumbing, Heating, and Electric strives to be your total service provider. Their licensed technicians can handle all of your electrical, plumbing, heating, and cooling needs, and now offers duct cleaning. No job is too small or too large for their service professionals. From electrical repairs, water heater replacements, sewer and drain cleaning, well repair, and remodel jobs. Bluffton Plumbing, Heating, and Electric, located behind Lowe's on Commerce Drive in Bluffton, 888-824-3332. That's 824-3332.
Montpelier Ag LLC is locally owned and operated by Southern Wells grad Bill Bonham. Montpelier Ag LLC offers your hometown advantage by keeping costs down and dealing with someone you know. Located at 240 West Windsor Street in Montpelier, open Monday through Friday from 8 to 5 and Saturday from 8 to noon. Bill invites you over to the store, have a cup of coffee while you're there, and check out the inventory of farm and garden supplies, pond supplies, pet food, and bird seed, and more. Montpelier Ag LLC, proudly supporting high school sports.
It took Subway restaurants to do flatbread sandwich great, fresh roasted until its flavor reaches the towering peaks of Mount Delicious. You may have had other flatbread, but once you sink your teeth into this appetite-busting mountain of flavor, you'll know this is the real deal. Get any of your Subway favorites on our full-flavor flatbreads and let your taste buds sink into the delicious depth of goodness. Subway of Bluffton, eat fresh with 2 locations to serve you in North Main and inside Walmart.
Great. I've got to walk by dresses, then hosiery, then women's fine clothing. Where are the men's clothes?
Men, does this sound familiar? Avoid the women's department altogether by going to Masterson's Incorporated Store for Men. You heard right, a store for men. At Masterson's in Bluffton, you'll find famous make clothing like Palm Beach, Calvin Klein, Lauren, Van Heusen, and shoes by Johnson Murphy, Florsheim, and Dockers. Masterson's also has tuxedo rental and is the Boy Scout and Cub Scout distributor for the area.
Wow, look at this. A store just for men.
Masterson's Store for Men, 127 West Market Street. This is your moment. Explore the University of St. Francis. Known for our quality academic options and dedicated professors who practice in their fields, you will discover the perfect program to fit your interests and goals. Hands-on experience with internships, clinicals, and co-ops makes a USF education a great value and investment into your future. Apply now at sf.edu. We are seeking applicants for $15 million in scholarships this year. This is your moment. Believe.
Bluffton Roofing Incorporated prides themselves on developing a long-term relationship with their customers, listening to their needs and suggesting the proper course of action, be it preventative maintenance, repair, or replacement. Bluffton Roofing and owner James Worth are GAF certified and are certified weather stopper roofing contractors. Bluffton Roofing is fully insured, protecting you and your home. Call 824-3564 or 307-6313. Bluffton Roofing Incorporated. Quality first home improvements.
Hyundai Motors is celebrating 40 years of serving Wells County and the surrounding area with an outstanding selection of low-mileage cars, trucks, and SUVs that are in fantastic condition. And their ASE certified technicians in the service department offer oil changes, brakes, AC tune-ups, as well as a full line of replacement parts and tires, and are the best in customer satisfaction. Visit HyundaiMotors.com to browse their inventory of new and used vehicles.
Yeah, welcome back to the Castle, where it's halftime as the little ones are on the floor. You can see from our camera feed, Dylan left it on the little girls as they're out there showing off in front of all the fans here for the big girls ball game, along with Dylan Higginbottom. This is Greg Van Meter. Norwell leading 32-22. Got some stats figured out here for Bishop Dwenger. They were 8 of 24 from the field. So that's about 33%. They were 2 of 4 from beyond the arc and 4 of 4 from the free throw line. So they've shot it pretty well. In fact, very well so far this evening. Leading the way from an individual scoring standpoint, Taya Andrews with 13. And she has definitely been the story. Natalie Mowry chipped in with 5 on 1 of 2 shooting. Ellen Ross had 2 points, and Jada Smith had 2 points as well for a total of 22 here in the first half. For Norwell, Quinn Shelton leading the way with 8 points. She was perfect from the field. 2 for 2 beyond the arc and 1 for 1 inside the arc. 3 players with 5 points, Mackenzie Sawyer, Madison Dunnick, and Stephanie Conrad. Mackenzie Sawyer struggling from beyond the arc, just 1 of 9 in the first half. Hopefully she figures something out here at halftime for the Lady Knights. With 4 points, Casey Strunk. She was 1 of 3 from the field, 2 of 2 from the line. And then Alexa Mallory had 3 points, had a field goal and a free throw. And Lindy Dial chipped in with a pair of free throws as well. Overall, the Lady Knights were 9 of 27 from the field, also 33%. And again, these stats are in no way official, as try to keep them and broadcast the ball game at the same time can be a little bit of a challenge. From outside the arc, the Knights just 4 of 15 to this point. And at the free throw line, better than 50%, but not quite what you'd like to see at 10 of 16. They've done a good job of being aggressive. Dwenger with a number of players in foul trouble. Jada Smith, Josie Kolkman, and Ellen Ross all with 3. And then Olivia Sturba has 2. Also Natalie Mowry with 1. Norwell really with nobody in too much foul trouble. Sawyer and Conrad both have 2. Then Dunnick, Shelton, Strunk, and Dial all have 1. So Norwell in a little bit better situation from there. Where this game is really where the point difference is to this point, the 10-point lead for the Lady Knights, it's been in turnovers. Norwell, I have them for 7 turnovers. I've got Dwenger for 18 turnovers in the first half, and it's tough to win a basketball game turning the ball over that much. as the Knights warm up. The one player I'm kind of surprised we haven't seen tonight, Kaylee Roller. I don't know if she's not maybe feeling well. Of course, she's had some injury issues over the course of her career here at Norwell. As Brielle Wilson also dressed for the Knights here. I did not notice her in the first half. I apologize for that. Brielle, just a sophomore, wearing number 10. The other sophomores, Logan Rolls and Caitlin Weichel. Rolls saw a little action there in the first half. They're just about set for the second. As Dwenger on the floor. Smith, Andrews, Ross, Kolkman, and Mowry, the starters. For Norwell, it's Sawyer, Dunnick, Strunk, Conrad, and Shelton. Those are the starters as well for the Knights. And Dwenger will have it to start the second half. Smith with the basketball in the backcourt as she crosses into the front court. Norwell in a man-to-man here. That's what they played most of the game. Underneath, Ross gets it up, misses the shot. Good defense by Conrad. And they'll call a foul. I think this is going to go on Shelton. Oh, no, it's going to go on Stephanie. She is a foul magnet. That's her third. She picked up. She didn't play much in the first half because of foul trouble. Underneath, Andrews, and Andrews picks up where she left off and scores the first two for Dwenger here in the second half. Pulls them back into single digits. As Strunk up top, calling out the play. Got one finger in the air. Sawyer swings it back to her. That's Dunnick. Interior pass to Conrad as they swing it all the way around to Strunk in the corner. Conrad underneath to Shelton. Good kick out to Strunk. Strunk misses the shot as she was just inside the line. Quickly the other way. That was Natalie Mowry. And Dwenger has Norwell's lead down to 6 here. They've scored the first 4 of the second half. Norwell being very patient on offense. They're switching spots up top. Strunk handling it now. Dwenger in a 2-3 zone. A little bit different look here for the Saints as the Knights trying to figure out how they're going to attack this. Conrad in the corner to Strunk. Nope, that's Dunnick. Boy, they look so much alike from up here. Sawyer thought about it. Shelton will put it up and drill it. Quinn Shelton, her third three-pointer of the game. Boy, I'd like to see her get a little bit more aggressive with her shot as she's perfect from the field so far. That's going to be a foul on the Knights. Yep, and it'll go on Quinn. That's her second. Team second here in the second half. 6:11 to go in the third. Norwell up by 9. That's Andrews in the corner. She'll launch a three and miss it. That's almost a pure jumper from Andrews from out that far. That's pretty impressive. Up ahead, no foul called. Wow. Strunk muscled it up there. No, that was actually Dunnick. Boy, I cannot tell those two apart. Long pass underneath, Kolkman wide open, and somebody lost their person as Kolkman scores her first basket of the game. And cuts Norwell's lead down to 7. Sawyer and Strunk playing catch up top. Sawyer's going to put it up and miss it. He's now 1 for 10 from beyond the arc on the evening. Strunk with good effort trying to chase down that miss. And Coach Thornton not happy as he calls a quick 30-second timeout. We'll take a quick one as well. Be right back. Dwenger will have the basketball here with 5:33 left in the third. Smith handling it. Norwell at 1-3-1. As the pass underneath, a good pass from Smith to Kolkman, and Kolkman, who did not score in the first half, now with a quick 4 in the second. Norwell's lead down to 5. Nice pass on the cut to Conrad. Conrad loses the handle. Norwell's first turnover of the second half. And Andrews threw it out of bounds. Apparently, Strunk got a hand on it. It'll remain Dwenger's ball. Dwenger trailed by 10 at halftime. They've cut that in half here with just under 5 minutes to go in the third. Underneath, good defense. Great defense there by Stephanie Conrad as Ellen Ross got it in a position to score. Stephanie just kept her arms straight up, and it actually went off Copeland's body and out of bounds. Have to charge her with a shot there. Block for Stephanie. Strunk into the lane. Leaves it for Shelton. Shelton gets into the lane, that was Conrad. She's going to be fouled. Everybody's got long straight hair and a ponytail that partially obscures their number. Courtney Beer will enter for Mackenzie Sawyer. As Shelton will inbound here. That's Conrad on the wing. Now she'll leave it for Strunk. Dwenger staying in the 2-3 zone. Conrad, good ball movement here by the Lady Knights. Strunk turns the corner, can't get it to go. And Andrews pulled down the rebound. Quickly the other way, she'll put it up and miss it. Get her own rebound, put it up again, and she'll be fouled on this one. We'll see who that goes against. It'll go on Courtney Beer. That's her first, team's third. Tell you, Andrews will go to the line. Andrews with 15 already for Bishop Dwenger, and her first free throw's good. .422 left here in the third quarter. Andrews has been a juggernaut so far here tonight, trying to put in her 17th point, and she does. It's a 3-point Norwell lead. Norwell 0 for 3 1 for 4 from the field to start this second half. Quinn Shelton's three-pointer, the only point so far for the Lady Knights. As Dunnick on the far side leaves it for Strunk. I've got to notice the fact that Strunk's headband is just a little bit bigger than Maddie's. That's Beer in the corner. They look to the baseline. That's Shelton being guarded by the 6'2 Kolkman, as a foul's going to be called on Jada Smith. Jada not happy about that call. She didn't think there was much contact made there. That's her fourth foul. And she's an important player for this Saint team as she does all the ball handling. She's staying out there, though. Strunk across the timeline. That's Beer. Beer inside. Turning the corner is Conrad. Nice move there by Stephanie. Her first points of the second half. That's Smith trying to drive. And that's going to be a foul called. That'll go against Strunk, I believe. Her second. Team's fourth. Smith will take a seat for Dwenger. She's replaced by Claudia Ream. Claudia, just a sophomore, listed at 5 foot. She's not real big. Wearing number 10. Dangerous inbound pass controlled by Andrews. Andrews weaves through. A phantom foul called there as both Norwell defenders with their arms straight up. It's going to be called on Stephanie Conrad, her fourth. Andrews puts in her 19th point, and she's got a chance to make it a 2-point game. Taya Andrews does, and it's 37-35 Norwell. Andrews doing it all herself here in the second half. She's got 7 points. That's Courtney Beer with the 3. She misses. And a foul's going to be called, I believe, on the Saints this time. Just a ton of fouls being called. It'll go on Ellen Ross. That's her 4th. Stephanie Conrad takes a seat for the Knights. Lindy Dial in for Norwell. Olivia Sturba will replace Ellen Ross. 8 fouls called already here in the third quarter. Just 3:08 left. It's Strunk up top. Quinn Shelton for 3. Long on this one. Her first miss of the ball game. Quickly the other way. That's Sturba. She couldn't get it to go. Kochman pulled down the rebound. And over the back is going to be called. Wow, that's a really tough call on Josie Kochman. That's her 4th. So Dwenger now 3 players with 4 fouls. Fortunately for them, Taya Andrews doesn't have any. And Taya Andrews does have 20 points, though, here. For the Lady Saints, Norwell led by 10 at halftime. They've only scored 5 points here in the second half. That's a big 3 for Courtney Beer. As that's just the 8th point in this quarter for Norwell. Their lead back up to 5. Andrews, I think you'll see her handling it and trying to score as well as she drives and misses it. Good defense by the Lady Knights. Andrews jumps back in. They call a jump ball as Andrews fired up. Not called for the foul. And Coach Inge wants a full timeout. We'll take it along with him and be right back. Your Lady Knights lead by 5.
Are you taking the first step towards a healthier you, or are you just tired of the same workout? From beginners to fitness veterans, the Greater Fort Wayne YMCA is the place for you. We offer a full range of workout equipment, personal trainers, certified instructors, a full line of classes, an indoor pool, and so much more. Have peace of mind when you work out with childcare available. The Greater Fort Wayne YMCA is so much more. Join today. Visit fwymca.org.
Well, here at the Castle, Norwell leading by 5 with 2:14 left in the third quarter. Norwell just 3 of 8 from the field here in the third. Just 1 turnover. Here's the difference, though, for the Lady Saints. They had 18 turnovers in the first half, have not turned the ball over yet here in the second half. They've gone to the zone, and it's stymied Norwell a little bit. As Madison Ream out there for Claudia Ream. I'm guessing they might be related. Madison a senior, Claudia a sophomore. Norwell with the basketball. Casey Strunk has it. Mackenzie Sawyer back out there for the Knights. Conrad has 4 fouls, so Lindy Dial still out there. Number 40. That's Shelton on the baseline. Sawyer leaves it for Beer. Inside to Dial. Dial could have turned the corner there, didn't realize it. Beer for 3. Good! Courtney Beer here in the third quarter. A couple of big threes for the Lady Knights. That stretches their lead back out to 8 as Mowry loses the handle. Stepping on the line was Mackenzie Sawyer while touching the ball, so it'll remain the Saints ball with 1:35 to go in the quarter. Ellen Ross, who has 4 fouls, back on the floor for the Saints. Boy, and they've got a lot of foul trouble. The only one who doesn't have any fouls, though, and probably the most important, is Taya Andrews, as Mowry not able to get the ball in. That will be their first turnover of the second half. Good defense by the Lady Knights. Jada Smith back in with 4 fouls. She replaces Madison Ream. So Smith and Ross on the floor with 4. Josie Kolkman is also out there with 4. Wide open in the middle of the lane. Lindy Dial, and she buries the 14-footer. Norwell's lead back up to 10, just like that. And Casey Strunk lightly breathed on Jada Smith. That'll be her 3rd foul. Team 6th. Dwenger inbounding. Smith, nice hands. Finds Kolkman on the baseline. Kolkman no good. Rebound by Andrews, no good. Heading the other way, Mackenzie Sawyer. That's Shelton. They'll set it back up. Beer inside to Dial. Sawyer launches the 3, no good. Kinsey 0 for 2 in this quarter. Oh, Sawyer might have traveled there. Nice spin move into the lane. Couldn't get the shot to go. And Shelton pulls down the rebound. Smith has only taken 4 shots tonight. She's done all the ball handling, though, for the Saints to this point, except for the few moments when she wasn't in there. With 30 seconds, Norwell will pull it out. Dwenger still in the 2-3 at this point. But Norwell's going to hold it for one last shot. 20 seconds left. Beer, the ball over her head. Now they'll go into the motion offense with 12 seconds. Strunk finds Beer open for 3. No good. Rebound controlled by Strunk. Strunk tries to get it underneath the Dial. Dial loses the handle. Coming out of there with it was Andrews. Andrews with the launch. Only a couple feet short. And that will end the third quarter. The Knights back up to their 10-point lead with a late quarter flourish. We'll take a break and be right back after these words from our sponsors.
Indiana is filled with fabulous golf courses that offer a variety of experiences and are as diverse and distinct as the regions they're in. And there is one right here in your backyard that you shouldn't miss. Green Valley Golf Club, located at 2635 East, 150 North in Bluffton. You deserve a little time on the greens, so book your tee time, brush off your spikes, and get ready to play. Green Valley Golf Club, located at 2635 East, 150 North in Bluffton, just east of the Stone Quarry.
Well, Courtney Beer with 2 3-pointers in that third quarter, accounting for 6 of Norwell's 15 points, her first points of the game. And really it got Norwell back out to a double-digit lead. Taya Andrews, the story so far this evening for the Bishop Dwenger Saints. The senior with 20 points through 3 quarters. No fouls on her side of the ledger. However, Ross, Kolkman, and Smith for Dwenger all with 4, and they're all on the floor right now. Also out there with them is Mowry, Natalie Mowry. She has just 1 foul. There's a steal. Good defense by the Lady Knights. Up ahead, the left-handed shot by Sawyer off, and Smith controls the rebound. Stolen away. That's Strunk the other way. She'll hit the shot. Be fouled. And a frustration foul there for Taya Andrews as she was stripped in the backcourt. That's just her first foul, though. In case you'll go to the line for a potential 3-point play. long. And the rebound controlled by Kolkman. Norwell's lead up to 12 here in the fourth quarter. Taya Andrews into the lane. She'll force it up, miss it, and is bailed out with the foul call. I think that's going to go on Shelton. If so, it's her third. It is. I believe that's the 7th team foul on the Lady Knights. Dwenger with 5 team fouls here in the second half. Taya Andrews to the line to shoot a pair. And she'll hit the first one. Andrews with her 21st point of the evening. She'll try to equal the number on her back here with this free throw. And she does not. As the rebound's controlled by Sawyer, batted around there a little bit. That was Andrews' first miss from the free throw line. Shelton with the jumper the other way, no good. Rebound by Tabir. Good job by Courtney sneaking in there. Sawyer will reset for the Knights. On the drive, she's going to be fouled. That'll go on Andrews, her second. We'll see if they call it on the floor or a shooting foul. Well, we're not sure here. As Mackenzie Sawyer, I think she got slashed on that trip to the basket. An official's timeout. Yeah, somebody's bleeding. That is a bit of a danger in girls basketball. The nails tend to be a little bit longer than on the boys' side. And actually, it's Dunick that was being, she had a scratch on her arm. And I think that the blood actually got on maybe Sawyer's jersey. Of course, they have to clean that off too. So we're back to action. Should be Norwell's ball. Andrews picked up the foul, her second, team sixth. 6:49 left in this one. Norwell with an 11-point lead. They've led for the majority of this ball game. Although midway through the third quarter, Dwenger had it down to a 2-point lead. On the drive, that's Sawyer. Dunick now trying to move on Andrews as Dwenger's gone back to a man-to-man defense. Nice pass underneath. Up with the shot was Rolls. That's Dial, no good. Andrews up ahead. On the run, missing the shot was Kolkman. And a foul's going to be called. We'll see who this goes against. It'll go on Maddie Dunick. So that'll put Ellen Ross at the line as they're already in the bonus. That was the 8th team foul on the Knights. Stephanie Conrad will re-enter for Dunick. That's for Dial. Blonde hair and headbands, Dylan. It's just a tough thing to keep track of as Ross misses the front end. Well, we'll see who this foul goes against. It'll go on Quinn Shelton, her fourth, team's ninth. And now Mowry at the line. She'll shoot 2, I believe, here, and get the roll on the first one. That makes it a 10-point game as Courtney Beer re-enters for Quinn Shelton. Shelton will sit with 4 fouls. Her and Conrad each with 4, but Conrad stays on the floor. She hadn't played a whole lot in this basketball game. She's been pretty productive, 7 points, as the second one missed. Ross back up with a strong offensive rebound. And that cuts Norwell's lead to 8. just outside of 6 minutes. That's Strunk, long pass up ahead, wide open Beer, but she decides to not take it to the basket. Conrad, good hands, back to Strunk, and that's going to be a foul on Natalie Mowry, I believe. That should put the Knights to the line on the bonus. It will. Casey Strunk shooting 1-1 here. Just a ton of fouls called in this basketball game. Strunk cannot get the front end to go. Andrews will handle it. Smith is still out there, though, with her 4 fouls. And Smith travels. Bishop Dwenger really has cleaned it up here, though, in the second half. That's just their 4th turnover, as head coach Cleveland Inge will take a timeout for the Saints. We'll take it and be right back. Norwell leading by 8.
Costly misconceptions about collision repair, brought to you by Lauren's Body Shop.
All repair shops are basically the same.
False. There are substantial differences among repair shops. Some have made large investments in equipment and training, others have not. Always do your homework when selecting a repair facility.
In business since 1951, Lauren's Body Shop on East Dustman Road specializes in insurance collision repair, offers free estimates, and an outstanding limited lifetime warranty. Visit lawrensbodyshop.com.
5:44 to go here at the Castle. Greg Van Meter along with Dylan Higginbottom on the camera. The Knights leading 47-39, just one basket here in a little over 2 minutes of play for the Knights. Fortunately for them, Bishop Dwenger's only scored 4, as Dwenger will bring some full court pressure now. Stephanie Conrad found herself wide open in the backcourt. Sawyer at the three-point line, leaves it for Strunk, and Dwenger in their man-to-man. Strunk beats Mowry, and Mowry's going to pick up a foul on the very slight bump. That'll be Mowry's 3rd, team's 8th, and it'll send Strunk back to the line. Casey 2 for 4 from the line so far on the night. Her first one here, no go. She gets it to go. Good bounce. Nice touch for Casey. She'll try to get Norwell's lead back up to 10. It's hovered right around that area for most of this ball game, from about late in the first quarter on, except for a brief run by the Saints in the third quarter. Jada Smith playing with 4 fouls, as Norwell really trying to trap here. Oh, gee whiz. And the official comes running across the floor from the other side and calls Maddie Dunnick for a foul. That'll send Taya Andrews to the line. Boy, oh boy. 13-17. 17 fouls called on the Knights so far tonight, as Andrews hits the first one. 12, 17, 19 fouls called on the Bishop Dwenger Saints. So 36 fouls in this one. Andrews good on both free throws. And it's an 8-point Norwell lead. Dwenger pressing. Oh boy, Casey Strunk just blew by the backcourt defense. And the Knights will set with Beer up top. Oh boy, tough pass. Great job by Sawyer just to keep a handle. And Coach Thornton wants a timeout, as he didn't like what he saw from his offensive set there. I believe it's a full timeout. It is. We'll take a quick break and be back. Norwell leading 49-41 with 4:58 to go. Let's hear what Pizza Hut has to say.
Pizza Hut is changing the way you think about pizza with their Flavor of Now menu. With over 2 billion combinations of new ingredients, crusts, and sauces, you can customize your pizza and take it where pizza has never gone before. But don't stress, all the old-time favorites are still available. At Pizza Hut, it's everything you've always loved about pizza and more. Order online now at pizzahut.com or download our mobile app. Pizza Hut Flavor of Now menu at your local Pizza Hut in Bluffton.
Norwell leading by 8, just under 5 minutes to go. All kinds of foul trouble for both teams. Conrad and Shelton with 4. For the Knights, Smith, Kolkman, and Ross all with 4 for the Saints. Strunk finds Conrad. Conrad will turn the corner and lay it up and in with her left hand. Stephanie Conrad with a very quick first step. That gets Norwell's lead back out to double digits, almost a steal, but Smith comes up with it. She'll take it to the rim. A foul is called. We'll see who that one's on. It'll go on Mackenzie Sawyer, her third. Norwell with more than 10 fouls. I believe that's their 11th foul here in the second half. It'll send Jada Smith to the line. Her first time at the line this evening, and she buries that first free throw. She'll try to make it an 8-point Norwell lead. I'll tell you what, Dwenger's going to be a team to be reckoned with in the SAC this year, as Smith 2 for 2 from the line. She's got 4 on the evening. Dwenger putting a little pressure on in the backcourt. And that was a bad call by the official. It looked bad as Courtney Beer called for the turnover, but she stopped with both feet. That should not have been a turnover call. Ellen Ross fires the pass out to Taya Andrews. Andrews to Smith. Ross with a long three. No good. And Conrad pulls down the rebound. Well, this foul's going to go against Dwenger. I believe it's on Taya Andrews. That's her third. Nope, it's on Kolkman, so that'll be the end of Kolkman's evening. She fouls out with 4 points to her credit on 2 of 7 shooting. It'll put Mackenzie Sawyer at the line for the Knights. She'll try to get Norwell's lead back up to double figures and misses the free throw. Norwell has really struggled from the free throw line tonight, relatively. We've seen them do worse, but they're 2 of 5 here in the second half and 12 of 21 overall. There's a turnover. Good steal by the Lady Knights. Up ahead, that's Beer, and Ellen Ross is going to foul out. I'll tell you what, I thought she had pretty good defensive position there. Courtney did a good job of taking it to the rim, but Ross had her hands straight up and seemed to have established her verticality. In my humble opinion, there should have been no call on that. So Ellen Ross will take a seat. She'll be replaced by Caitlin Ryan. Ross finishes her evening with 4 points as well. Courtney Beer will go to the line. Ross was 2 of 5 from the field. 0 for 1 from the line, as Beer misses her first free throw. Both teams now in the double bonus. Courtney will try to knock down her 7th point and does. That was a good looking free throw. I thought she kind of rushed the first one. Andrews, as Norwell has extended their defense. It's that zone trap. Smith, nice pass underneath. And that's Sturba with the basket. Assist Smith. Nice vision there by Jada Smith, and she's done a good job of staying in this ball game. She had four fouls, for a long time. Casey Strunk on the drive. She'll draw the foul. Believe that's going to go on Olivia Sturba. Sturba, just a sophomore. That's her third. And Strunk will go back to the line. She made her last two. Can't get this one to go. There were games last year where Norwell really struggled at the free throw line. Can't recall them losing too many games because of it. They improved a lot in the second half as Strunk gets the second one to go. An 8-point Norwell lead, 53-45, 3:40 on the clock. Smith leaves it for Andrews. Andrews' scoring has cooled off a little bit here in the fourth quarter. She's only got 3. There's Andrews for a long 3, and just as I say that, she buries it. Coach Inge will call a quick timeout as Norwell's lead down to 5. We'll take a break. It's a 30-second timeout. It'll be a quick break. Yeah, actually, we'll just keep it right here and talk about a couple of sponsors. Located inside the golf club at Timber Ridge Golf Course at 2330 East, 250 North, TW Fable features a fine dining experience Tuesday through Saturday. And if you're looking for a great lunch, visit the 250 Grill, also at Timber Ridge. Enjoy Friday fun every Friday from noon to 6 at the Bowling Center, both for just $1 and a 50-cent shoe rental. That is cheap, folks. Get down to the Bowling Center on South Scott Street in Bluffton. Norwell will have the ball. Dwenger will put some pressure on. They trail by just 5 here. They've hung around with 3:28 to go. Sawyer looking to inbound and throws it away. That'll be a turnover on the Knights, a third of the second half. Mallory leaves it for Smith, a long 3, and it'll bounce over the backboard. Kind of uncharacteristic of Smith to take that shot, just her 5th shot of the game, first 3 of the game. Dwenger has not taken many threes this evening. Norwell, on the other hand, is well beyond the 20 mark. Nice pass up ahead to Beer. Beer will leave it for Shelton, who's back in there with 4 fouls. Nice drive. Can't get it to go. And Smith the other way for the Saints. With the 3, they can cut it to a 2-point lead. She travels. Yeah. And that'll be the 6th turnover of the second half. Yeah, Smith just ran into a very tall defender there in Stephanie Conrad. She's also on the floor with 4 fouls. 2 Saints have already fouled out as the inbounds pass to Shelton up ahead. Nice pass on along the side to Dunnick, that was Beer. Good ball movement here for the Lady Knights. Strunk up top. She'll drive, and Taya Andrews is going to pick up her, I think, 4th foul. Yep. It is on Taya. No, it's her 3rd. Both teams in the double bonus and have been for a while. Casey Strunk will shoot free throws again and bury the first one. Norwell's lead back up to 6. Dwenger's done a really good job of hanging around this ball game. Taya Andrews has had a great night. Strunk's second one no good. It'll remain Norwell's ball off of the hands of Olivia Sturba. I've got Andrews with 26 points. Oh, Conrad wide open, and she's going to be fouled by Sturba. Sturba kind of screened off on the play, tried to catch up to Stephanie and just grabbed her arm. That's Sturba's 4th foul. And we'll send Stephanie Conrad to the line. Stephanie has not shot a free throw yet here in the second half and misses this one. Norwell's free throw percentage going down here in the second half. They were 10 of 16 in the first half. Conrad's second, is good. Norwell's lead back up to 7. Andrews, though, with the basketball, being guarded by Strunk, and she's had a great night. Looking for the pick. Inside to Mowry. Mowry with the turnaround, no good. Gets her own rebound and loses it quickly the other way. Strunk takes it the length of the floor and just kind of ran away from the field. Coach Thornton will call a full timeout. Norwell's lead back up to 9. Big play there by Casey Strunk. We'll take a break and hear from DeWeese Water Softener.
For over 30 years, DeWeese Soft Water and Appliance, located at 231 North Wayne Street in Warren, has been selling and servicing appliances for your home. They feature Maytag appliances, Pentair water softeners, and Aquaflow reverse osmosis systems to make your home's water clearly better. And when you purchase from DeWeese, the experienced professionals will deliver and install it properly and test it in your home so you can have peace of mind. They also have salt and bottled water delivery service available. DeWeese Soft Water and Appliance. Call 1-800-356-4440. That's 800-356-4440. DeWeese Soft Water reminds you, if troubled, try prayer.
.220 left in this one here. The opener for both Norwell and Bishop Dwenger. Dwenger will have the ball, trailing by 9 after the breakaway basket by Casey Strunk. Mowry inbounding against some backcourt pressure. Jada Smith, who's been out there for a long time with 4 fouls. She's done a good job of staying in this ball game. Norwell falls back into a man-to-man defense. That's Andrews. Andrews gets the pick from Sturba, but Sawyer did a good job fighting through it. As Smith tried to find Andrews again. Andrews will drive. Nice find underneath Mowry. Assist Andrews. Nice pass there by Taya Andrews. Strunk quickly the other way. Beer got a couple threes in this ball game. Leaves it for Shelton. And now Sawyer, as Norwell will be very patient, leading by 7. As the clock ticks down to 1:37, and Olivia Sturba, blocking foul called. That'll be her 5th. It'll send Mackenzie Sawyer to the line, and the 3rd Dwenger Saint to foul out. Sturba 1 for 4 from the field on the evening. She took a 2-pointer in each quarter, made her last one, and tallied just those 2 points. Sturba, though, just a sophomore, so we'll see her again over the course of the next couple of years. Dwenger actually with 4 sophomores on the roster. Claudia Reen, Caitlin Ryan, Ellen Ross, and Olivia Sturba. Ellen Ross has been a big part of this one for the Saints. Sawyer knocks down her first free throw with 1:35 left. McKenzie makes it, nope, just a little short. Taya Andrews with the rebound, quickly the other way. She spins into the lane, the jumper off, and a foul called. I think that's going to go on Casey Strunk. If it is, it's her 4th. No, it was on Mackenzie Sawyer, her 4th. And just an outrageous amount of fouls called here in this one. As Taya Andrews gets her first free throw to go. Andrews with a great night. I've got her for 27. She'll try to knock down her 28th here. Well over half of the Saints' points. And what do we got here? It'll be on Taya Andrews, her 4th foul. It'll send Casey Strunk to the line. Casey has already shot 8 free throws here in this quarter. 10 for the game. Made 7 of them to this point, and she gets this one to go as it crawls over the front of the rim. She'll try to put Norwell's 60th point on the board with this free throw, and she does. It's a 60-52 Norwell lead with 1:25 left. We're going to see a lot of free throws shot over these last 1:25, I'm guessing. Smith up top. She left it for number 12, Caitlin Ryan, who's in there. And an offensive foul is going to be called on Jada Smith. Again, you know, Casey Strunk did a good job moving her feet and went down on the play, but I don't think I'd have fouled Jada Smith out on that particular play if I'm the official. She's the third Lady Saint to foul out of this basketball game. Norwell has 3 players with 4 fouls, but none of them have picked up their 5th. Of course, Coach Thornton's really substituted a lot as we tick under a minute. Mackenzie Sawyer splits the lane, puts up the jumper, no good. And Taya Andrews the other way. Andrews with a long 3, no good. Strunk pulls down the rebound. She'll bring it the other way. Nice stop and go move. And a foul's going to be called on Heather Nellum, I believe. Yes, Casey went down pretty hard, but she bounces up pretty quick. Casey, a tough kid. That's Nellum's first foul. Strunk will go to the line to shoot a pair. Boy, and Casey has shot a ton of free throws here in the fourth quarter. This one no good. She'll line up her 12th free throw attempt here with 35.6 left on the clock. Casey's done a good job of aggressively taking the ball to the rim in this fourth quarter. Actually in the entire second half, but more so in the fourth quarter. Got to knock down those free throws, though. That's Nellum with a 3 that didn't come very close. Andrews with the rebound. She misses. Wanted the foul. None called. 17 seconds. Shelton with the ball. And she travels. Just the 4th turnover on the Lady Knights here in the second half. I've got Dwenger for 6. Maddie Dunnick back in the game for Casey Strunk. She'll take a seat with 12.3 seconds left. Casey really did a great job for Coach Thornton in that fourth quarter. She had 10 points in the quarter, total of 14 on the evening. That's what I had her for anyway. Shot a ton of free throws. Andrews launches a long 3 and hits it. Her third 3 of the game. Makes it a 5-point Norwell lead, and that's the way it'll end, as Norwell doesn't even attempt to take it the length of the floor. Your final here at the Castle tonight, Norwell 60, Bishop Dwenger 55. Norwell opens up the season with a win, Dwenger with a loss. We'll take a break and be back with your post-game show after these words from our sponsors.
At Warren Pharmacy, we offer local delivery, accept hundreds of prescription insurance plans, offer special ordering for hard-to-find items, have home health care and convalescent supplies, stock Nature's Bounty, Windmill, and basic vitamins, and Nature's Sunshine nutritional products, along with many other services provided. Warren Pharmacy, 222 North Wayne Street in Warren. You can reach them toll-free at 800-895-7035. Warren Pharmacy, we're big enough to meet your needs, yet small enough to know your name.
At First Bank of Bern, you can depend on us for checking accounts that fit your needs. We have free checking with no strings attached. Absolutely free checking with a free Visa debit card, free online banking, even mobile banking. Stop by or call any First Bank of Bern office. We'll help you find a checking account that is perfect for you.
First Bank of Bern. Employee-owned and conveniently located. Visit us online at firstbankofbern.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Troxel Equipment offers a full line of John Deere equipment. Troxel Equipment features a large inventory of all makes and models of pre-owned equipment that has been well maintained and ready for service. Most of Troxel's pre-owned equipment was traded in from owner-operators. Be sure to ask about our certified pre-owned units. Troxel Equipment has the ability to customize your financing, lease, or installment contracts to meet your cash flow needs. Visit any of our 3 locations in Bluffton, Huntington, or Wabash, or check out our website for our inventory of new and pre-owned equipment. Troxel Equipment, the dealership you can trust.
Hi, this is Dale from the Voice Enterprises. For countless years, I struggled with back pain, and more often than not, the doctors would just prescribe pain meds, which would just dull the pain. It wasn't until I was referred to Indiana Physical Therapy that I truly experienced pain relief. The professionals at IPT showed me the correct exercises and stretches for my problems, and my back pain began to fade away, and as a result, my entire body began to feel better. Indiana Physical Therapy's highly trained professionals treat all types of injuries and ailments and accept all insurance. For more information on IPT or to schedule an appointment, call 824-0522 or visit indianapt.com.
What do you guys want to eat for supper tonight?
I want paschetti.
I want paschetti.
Paschetti's Italian restaurant, where yes, you can get spaghetti and so much more. Subs, sandwiches, burgers, calzones, pizzas, salads, and a whole menu full of Italian cuisine and desserts. Paschetti's restaurant is conveniently located at 229 West Market Street in Bluffton, and they're open for lunch 11 to 4, 7 days a week.
Fine, we'll go to Paschetti's, but I want some garlic knots.
Paschetti's, open Monday through Thursday 11 to 9, Friday and Saturday 11 a.m. to 10 p.m., and Sundays 11 to 8 p.m. Paschetti's Italian Restaurant, 229 West Market Street in Bluffton. T.W. Fable, a modern American restaurant, is located inside the clubhouse at Timber Ridge Golf Course at 2330 East, 250 North in Bluffton. You can enjoy a fine dining experience Tuesday through Thursday, 5 to 9, Friday and Saturday, 5 to 10. Kitchen closes 1/2 hour prior to lounge. If you're looking for a great spot to have lunch, visit 250 Grill to enjoy some sandwiches, wraps, salads, and appetizers. T.W. Fable Restaurant, 2330 East, 250 North at Timber Ridge Golf Course. Reservations recommended by calling 260-353-1360. The new Kaylor Nickel Foundation Family YMCA, 550 West Desmond Road in Bluffton, is now open and invites you to stop by and take a tour of the new facility. When you join the Y, you're not just a member of a facility, you're part of a community, surrounded by friends as well as caring and knowledgeable staff. Here are just a few of the benefits of joining the Y. Unlimited participation in group exercise classes, free childcare while you work out, and free private health and wellness consultations. You don't want to miss out on all your local YMCA has to offer. To learn more, visit fwymca.org.
The Big Philly Cheesesteak. Every meat lover's dream. With lots of steak smothered in melted cheese, it's easy to see why this classic is the taste that Philly is so proud of. Subway melts loaded up with your favorite fresh fixins and lots of ooey gooey melty cheese. They're the ultimate in flavor. For a limited time only, try the chicken cordon bleu or the chicken marinara melt. It's melted goodness made irresistible. Subway of Bluffton, eat fresh with 2 locations to serve you on North Main and inside Walmart.
At First Bank of Bern, you can depend on us to make personal banking easy. That's right, easy. With free online banking, a free bill pay service, a free Visa check card, free mobile banking, and of course convenient locations and ATMs. Actually, our employee-owned community bank has been making life easier for our customers since 1891. It's what generations of folks have come to expect. For personal banking, you can depend on us to make it easy. First Bank of Bern. Bern, Bluffton, Decatur, Kokomo, Peru, Portland, and Van Wert. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Bluffton Plumbing, Heating, and Electric strives to be your total service provider. Their licensed technicians can handle all of your electrical, plumbing, heating, and cooling needs, and now offers duct cleaning. No job is too small or too large for their service professionals. From electrical repairs, water heater replacements, sewer and drain cleaning, well repair, and remodel jobs. Bluffton Plumbing, Heating, and Electric, located behind Lowe's on Commerce Drive in Bluffton, 888-824-3332. That's 824-3332. Hi, this is Dale from the Voice Enterprises. For countless years, I struggled with back pain, and more often than not, the doctors would just prescribe pain meds, which would just dull the pain. It wasn't until I was referred to Indiana Physical Therapy that I truly experienced pain relief. The professionals at IPT showed me the correct exercises and stretches for my problems, and my back pain began to fade away, and as a result, my entire body began to feel better. Indiana Physical Therapy's highly trained professionals treat all types of injuries and ailments and accept all insurance. For more information on IPT or to schedule an appointment, call 824-0522 or visit indianapt.com. This is your moment. Explore the University of St. Francis. Known for our quality academic options and dedicated professors who practice in their fields, you will discover the perfect program to fit your interests and goals. Hands-on experience with internships, clinicals, and co-ops makes a USF education a great value and investment into your future. Apply now at sf.edu. We are seeking applicants for $15 million in scholarships this year. This is your moment. Believe.
Welcome to the post-game show here at the Castle. The Lady Knights with a 60-55 win over a tenacious Bishop Dwenger Saints team that would just not go away. This is Greg Van Meter, and I'm joined by Norwell's head coach, Eric Thornton. And, Coach, it seemed to hover right around the 10-12 point mark for a lot of the game. But Taya Andrews really put the Saints on her shoulders, especially in that second half. I had her for 31 in this one, and she is a fine basketball player.
She's a really tough matchup for us.
Yeah.
We had a hard time finding a way to guard her. Obviously, she scored a lot. She shot a high percentage, got to the foul line 11 times and hit 10 of them. And
yeah,
she's just so strong and athletic, and I think she's really improved from a year ago. We had a hard time knowing if we came up too much on her, she got to the rim on us. If we sagged too much, she could hit the three. So really tough matchup for us, and, we did just enough.
Yeah, I talked a lot in the pregame show about the fact that especially against the better teams, I thought shooting would really be a big factor. I did not expect Dwenger to give us as much of a test tonight as what they did, but shooting really came into play. I had us now. I don't know what your stats were. I warn the fans that when I'm keeping them by hand, they're not near official. I had us 10 for 22, 24 inside the arc, 7 of 24 beyond the arc.
That's exactly what we had.
Okay, 17 of 48.
Well,
that's...
You know what?
A blind squirrel finds a nut every once in a while, Coach.
You got it all done tonight. We didn't shoot it well early, and Mackenzie, bless her heart, she
couldn't get it to drop.
And you could kind of tell she was wearing it on her sleeve just a little bit out there. But she's just got to understand who she is for us, and you got to have a short-term memory.
Yeah, that's right.
And as a senior, we need her to do that, and then come down on the other end, and no matter what happens, try to make something positive happen. And so something for her to grow from. She's super important on this team, as everybody knows. And, we've got to have her right. And you're going to miss shots sometimes. It's part of the game. So
shooter's got to shoot.
Yeah, and it doesn't mean you're doing anything wrong. So, we got to put the ball in the hole. So many things going through my mind right now that I told the kids. I said, most importantly, you found a way to win the game.
Yeah, that's right.
And so, game number one, we competed so hard tonight. And Courtney hit a couple big shots for us.
She did. Those were huge in the third quarter.
They were really big because they had everything going their way. And
had that lead down to 2, I think, at one point.
Both teams were in severe foul trouble, and it affected both teams. And we really had to grind one tonight.
I thought Casey Strunk really came up big in the fourth quarter, really attacking the rim. I had her 8 of 14 from the free throw line. The large majority of those came in the fourth quarter, where she really did a good job of recognizing the foul trouble that they were in and taking it to the rack.
Yeah, she's so hard to guard,
yeah.
And she's such a great player for us. And she really kind of dictated portions of that game.
Yeah, she really did.
Couple big steals. Runs our offense, is the leader of this team, and we're in really good hands there with Casey. And I'm really proud of her and our entire team for beating a good team. That team's going to win a lot of games.
They
this
are.
year.
I'll tell you, Coach Inge has brought them a long way in 3 short years.
They've got some really good stuff, and we had 5 guards on the floor at times out there, and I'm super proud of our kids for just really hanging in there tonight.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the biggest compliment I can give them, is just find a way. And we had some lineups out there that we've never practiced together probably, and Lindy Dial playing the 5 spot for us. And,
right.
Just played within herself. And, again, find a way. Every day's going to be different. Our schedule is so tough.
Oh, my goodness.
I just went and watched Wayne play Canterbury last night.
I saw they rolled them last night.
Wayne handled it. The score didn't really show how good Wayne was last night. So we've got our hands full Tuesday up there, and 3 really good quick guards for them, and again, it'd be another test for us. So we don't have a lot of time to.
Your whole schedule's like that, though, Coach.
We just need to come back and Monday and just move forward, and we can talk about a few things, but we don't really have time to sit and work on 30 different things Monday.
Sure.
It's all part of the process of us going through this schedule and getting better and learning from what we can tonight. But I just told the kids, I want you to enjoy the win. And so we're not going to go through a whole list of things right now that's going through my mind, because that's not fair.
Sure.
And so I want the kids to just to grow from it. And senior leadership meant a lot tonight for us, and we'll take it.
Absolutely. Well, all 6 seniors played a key role in this one. Very balanced. I really like the fact that you had different players stepping up at different times throughout the course of the game. I think that's going to be so important as you get into the heart of your schedule later on.
And we needed them all tonight. We certainly did. So, we'll shoot it better at times.
Yep.
We'll play a little bit smarter at times. But the bottom line is this is game number 1, and let's go from here.
Absolutely. Well, Coach, thanks so much for taking the time.
Thanks again,
Appreciate
Greg.
it.
Okay.
And good luck Tuesday.
Thanks. See ya.
Head coach Eric Thornton. Let's run through some numbers for this one. And then we'll get to our last order of business, which will be our New Holland Tri-County Player of the Game. But first, some stats. For the Bishop Dwenger Lady Saints, a total of 55 points. Taya Andrews led the way with 31. She was 6 of 13 inside the arc, 3 of 8 beyond the arc, and 10 of 11 from the free throw line. Good-looking player. Joining her in double figures, Natalie Mowry with 10. With 4 apiece, Jada Smith, Josie Kolkman, and Ellen Ross, and then Olivia Sturba checked in with 2 right at the end of the game. The Saints were 18 of 49 from the field, and of course these stats are all unofficial. 4 of 11 from beyond the arc, and 15 of 18 from the free throw line. I had them for a total of 24 turnovers. For your victorious Lady Knights, Casey Strunk led the way with 14, and she had 10 of those in the fourth quarter, 6 of them from the free throw line, 3 of 6 from inside the arc, 1 from beyond, and 8 of 14 from the free throw line is what I had her. Next, Quinn Shelton, also in double figures with 11. She was 3 of 4 from beyond the arc and 1 of 3 inside it. Did not shoot a free throw. Good balance here from the Knights. Also in double figures, Stephanie Conrad, who did not get a lot of time on the floor tonight. She had 10, 3 of 5 from 2-point land and 4 of 7 from the line. Courtney Beer had 7, a couple of big threes for her. Mackenzie Sawyer was 6, an off-shooting night from her, just 1 of 11 from beyond the arc. But still played good defense and did a lot of positive things. Maddie Dunnick had 5 points, all in the first half for Coach Thornton. Lindy Dial with 4 points, 2 in each half, 2 free throws and a basket. And then also Alexa Mallory had a 3-point play not a 3-point play, a field goal and a free throw, not on the same play, for 3 points. Overall, we had the Lady Knights 17 of 48 from the field, 7 of 24 from beyond the arc, 10 of 24 inside it, and then 19 of 35 from the free throw line for a total of 60. And I'll tell you what, I think your New Holland Tri-County player of the game tonight is going to be Casey Strunk in this first game of the 2015-16 season. She led the way in scoring and a big 10 points in that fourth quarter after the Saints had pulled close in the third quarter. Courtney Beer, as we mentioned with Coach Thornton, also hit a couple of big threes, but Casey Strunk will be your player of the game this evening. That's brought to you by New Holland Tri-County. They've got the new Rustler utility vehicle, which combines rugged construction and gritty performance with comfort. Numerous options to choose from. Visit New Holland Tri-County on Highway 1 South in Bluffton for the Rustler utility vehicle. Well, that'll do it for us here from the Castle tonight. I'd like to thank Dylan Higginbottom again for helping me out with the camera tonight. Once again, your final, Norwell 60, Bishop Dwenger 55. This is Greg Van Meter saying good night, everybody, and enjoy the rest of your weekend.
We hope you enjoyed this high school sports broadcast on the Voice Sports Network. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel.
The preceding production is property of Voice Enterprises, and all rights are reserved worldwide. Thank you for listening to this production of Voice Enterprises, taking media in a new direction.